It's gone out of business. Even the boats are gone.
The company has disbanded. Look, there's a photo of Wang Tian.
The company went bankrupt, and everyone lost their jobs. They're all currently settling their severance pay.
Material, weigh it. The company has disbanded.
Look at our factory. Even Boss Ching can't keep it going anymore. Closed down. I've worked for 30 years and never seen a factory go out of business before. This year I didn't come back to work, and before a year was up, the factory closed down. What bad luck.
It's really too hard to be a boss these days. Take a look at this factory building, over 8,000 square meters. After just 5 years, it went out of business. Sigh, now we're in the process of selling off scrap. Take a look. Oh, man. Over here, there's an office. See? And there's another office over there, beautifully decorated. This area here is the workshop.
The night before, we were still working overtime. At midnight, we got notified that we were on holiday. The next day, when the employees arrived at the factory, where was the boss? Nowhere to be found. Wages weren't settled, nothing was settled. The boss just completely ran off. I wonder if more and more bosses will start running away like this.
And I don't know how much longer small businesses like ours can keep going. Originally, the plan for the second half of the year was to do foreign trade. To put it nicely, it's called expanding the market, increasing sales channels. But in reality, it's just a way to stay alive. That's actually a more fitting description. Only elderly people lying in hospital beds can really use the term staying alive to describe their situation.
So what exactly is happening to our manufacturing factories? Experts say it's overcapacity. But factories in Vietnam, India, and Africa are seeing a surge in orders. This is like giving orders with your backside. Whatever Europe and America say, they just repeat it, but refuse to admit that production capacity has shifted to other countries. So now, many private factories complain that selling products is even harder than persuading a wayward girl to turn her life around. At this point, the experts say, if it doesn't work, let's just focus on domestic sales. Our domestic demand. Honestly, I just want to curse at them. Foreign trade exports are the same as consumption and investment. Anyone who has worked in foreign trade exports knows that payments for export orders are relatively stable, whether it's TT or letters of credit. Moreover, the orders themselves are also very stable. As long as you deliver on time, maintain quality, and keep innovating, you can at least ensure a reasonable profit. In contrast, with domestic sales, even for big brands, getting payment back within 6 months is already considered good, and sometimes they even pay you with acceptances. To collect payments, you even have to wine and dine them. By the end of the year, even if you break even on paper, the actual cost of your time and labor is much higher.
Isn't that wholly owned Singaporean semiconductor company pretty hot lately? It's a semiconductor factory, but out of a workforce of 1,950 people were laid off just like that. And now you can still see the planes. No matter how high you fly, the fall can be just as hard. A factory with 1,000 employees has already collapsed under the economic cycle and has entered the liquidation stage. I see my own elongated shadow. Taking a walk in this industrial park, I can't help but feel a lot of emotions. So you really need to protect your boss. In this current economic environment, it's nearly impossible to start a business without a strong mindset.
The actions of global PC giant Asus serve as the loudest wake-up call. In the second quarter of this year, they publicly announced that they have moved 90% of their motherboard and computer product production lines out of mainland China, relocating them to factories in Thailand, Vietnam, and Indonesia. Even their server production lines were moved to the United States as early as the end of last year. This means that tens of thousands of jobs that once supported Chinese families are disappearing, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Why do these companies have no choice but to leave? The answer is blatantly written on the tariff bills. The United States imposes a high tariff of 34% on Chinese goods, while the rate for Thailand and Indonesia is only 19%, and for Vietnam it's just 20%. For the same products, exporting from China to the US means paying nearly double the taxes compared to exporting from Southeast Asia. Businesses aren't charities. They have to follow the money. What's even harsher is that during the height of the China-US trade war this April, both sides slapped astronomical tariffs of 125% and 145% on each other. Although these later temporarily dropped to 10% and 34%, companies had already been scared out of their wits, with policies changing at the drop of a hat. Who would dare stake their entire fortune on a powder keg? ASUS's withdrawal isn't isolated. It triggered an exodus across manufacturing. TSMC led dozens of supply chain firms to set up in the US, while Foxconn moved operations to Mexico and Vietnam. Major contract manufacturing giants like Hongqi and Quanta are also setting up operations overseas. Behind these names lies the shrinking of countless Chinese factories' orders and the shattering of assembly line workers' livelihoods. As the entire industrial chain collapses like a row of dominoes, how many job opportunities will be left for ordinary people? The employment winter has arrived, and ordinary people are facing pressure from all sides. The cost of this industrial shift is being passed down layer by layer onto the shoulders of everyday people.
Now, it's not just NVIDIA's AI chips that are leaving the Chinese market. Even Micron Technology is gradually withdrawing from our data center server chip business. And now Microsoft is also planning to move most of its new product manufacturing out of China starting in 2026.
Hey, little sis. Long time no see. Where have you been lately? I haven't seen you in ages.
East.
It's over.
Oh, you just got back from Dongguan, but still haven't found a job and are going hungry again. All right.
I just came by today to see what the guys are up to. Everyone's still deeply sleeping. Wow. Oh man, just truly look at this entire dorm. It's really a complete and utter mess. How many are sleeping here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feels good after buying this place.
Wind.
Oh wow, oh man. Oh my goodness, just look at this amazing sight.
It just poured, and look how many people came out today to look for work. Now that it's daylight, see how many people still haven't left. This is the Henan Zhengzhou job-seeking labor market, see? How many people are still here? It just rained heavily, and yet everyone came out to look for work.
Look at that girl. It's so strange. She's actually eating leftovers that others left behind.
It feels like everyone around Optics Valley is just working like beasts of burden. It's so pitiful. It's already past 11 o'clock and look, the roadside is full of people waiting for taxis. They're all just getting off work.
Tianliang heads out. Did you tell your wife you were coming to work? So it turns out you came here to work.
And how many people are still currently over there, actively searching for work?
Look at the situation in the food delivery industry. Over here, it's all homeless people or people who go over there to work odd jobs and have nowhere to stay. Do you see that? These guys, they're not even that old. They're all young people. How many gin? How many gin?
400 for one time in your car.
You mean sitting in the car, right?
Yes.
So you don't have a place?
600 if we go to my place.
Where's your home?
At the 3 East Bridge.
Put your things.
Xianline. Shall we go? It's safe. I rent the place myself.
Could you please leave your WeChat ID? Yes, I'm currently examining.
People who should be hired. High-tech field battle. Many people tell you that it will happen very soon. The road ahead is uncertain.
Wenzhou last year was in a deep recession. Hello, such a big factory. There used to be several assembly lines, but this year, my God, only a few people are working. So this year, Wenzhou isn't really doing much.
Oh, I went out to look for work today, worked all day and only got 50 yuan. I was sorting goods for people in these long pants, and even my new clothes got ruined. It's just too hard, really.
Let me show you just how tough it is for physical stores. Everything is empty, completely empty. I'm basically clearing out all my stock. This store has been running at a loss for the entire year of 2024. Our cash flow was cut off before the new year, and we haven't restocked since, just robbing Peter to pay Paul to pay off suppliers' debts. It's been 5 years of ups and downs.
Things are not looking optimistic for businesses here. Many factories have already closed down. Even those that haven't shut their doors have no orders and can't even pay the wages of migrant workers. Some have even gone so far as to run off, owing wages to the migrant workers. This year, due to a decrease in foreign trade, many factories have no orders, and a lot of business owners have set their sights on the poor migrant workers. Rent is going up, electricity bills are going up, water bills are going up, even the price of Chinese cabbage is rising. Why is it that everything is getting more expensive, but only the wages of migrant workers are going down?
Wow, look at this. Here in Hubei, there are so many people who can't find work. They just watch movies all day.
Look, it's not easy to get into a factory now. Everywhere requires a physical fitness test. 50 push-ups is the minimum. If you can't do 50 push-ups, the factory won't take you. It didn't used to be like this, so why has everything changed now? Now.
It's just too hard to get into a factory these days, guys. See that? If you don't have any special skills, you can't even get in. Just get your ticket refunded and go home. Trust me. The young lady can't lift it anymore.
Huh.
Just how hard is it to find a job these days? Take a look at today's Panasonic washing machine interview site. There are only 40 or 50 openings, but over 200 people showed up at once. Factories are all saturated now. No matter where you go, there are tons of people. Whether you can get in or not really comes down to luck.
This is the Hangzhou bus station. Right after the new year, people who can't find jobs are already starting to pack up and head back to their hometowns. There are even more people than during the Spring Festival travel rush. It's only February, and the wave of people returning home has already begun.
Next, look at this. Last year, a big cow was worth 17 or 18,000. Now it's only 5 or 6,000. Last year, I took out a new loan to raise some beef cattle, hoping to make a bit of money. But as soon as I tried to sell them, the price dropped. I lost over 100,000 yuan on fattening cattle. Now I can't even pay back the loan. Life is really tough for ordinary people these days. A pound of corn isn't even enough to buy a bottle of mineral water. At our age, all we can do is raise a few animals at home. If you go out to look for work, nobody wants to hire you. We're all over 60 now, and when I think about it, oh my, it's just heartbreaking. Sometimes it feels like I've lived enough, and yet here I am, getting old and still ending up with loans.